Oh gosh. My mom and dad are really great cooks, but the one that springs to mind is in my childhood. I have three siblings, so it was a big family, and they would make pizzas, two cookie sheet pizzas, and everybody got to pick what ingredients went on their quarter of a cookie sheet, and it was so delicious. And once I turned 12 and I was allowed to have a couple beers with my pizza, then it became even more delightful. The first time I took it, I wouldn't think I'd remember this. The first time I took a girl to a fancy restaurant in Morris, Illinois, called, I think, the Rockwell Inn. I got king crab legs, which I had never really heard of. She knew about it, so she was a sophisticate, and my mind was blown. Snack that I'm obsessed with. I mean, I love all manner of meats and cheeses, but in the current echelon, I'm really loving a cheddar cheese Pringle with 4 small slices of bacon arranged in a square, which is a Freemason code, and I can't really say more than that. And take your time and experiment with the amount of bacon, because you don't want to fully overpower the Pringle. Oh boy, last meal on earth. My wife is an incredible cook, and I'm not gonna think too hard about it. Her tomatillo green chili chicken enchiladas are what I would have with a couple of cold beers. Yeah, I love spending time in the UK, and I love a sausage roll. I hate to say it, but it's simply broccoli. It really grossed me out as a kid, and now I can taste the restorative properties in that and all cruciferous vegetables. Oh boy. One that always springs to mind, a great writer named Dan Gore wrote this line. We were at a bowling alley, and there was a little bulletin board with those plastic letters, and it was like a window, like a concession window, and it said something like hot dog 85 cents, hamburger $1.15. I think I say, like, this is my favorite restaurant in Pawnee. And Rashida says to me, she says, "Aren't you afraid to eat there?" And I say, "When I eat, it's the food that is scared." And I remember standing in this, the inimitable smell of a bowling alley and the red and blue leather shoes, and the great writer Dan Gore handed me that line. He wrote it on a scrap of paper and handed it to me. And I said, "Thank you, Dan."